Jai Bhim ma'am, this is Likita, first MBZC. I choose to one topic in microbiology, that is the bacterial growth curve and different types of cultures. First of all, what is the growth? Growth is in order to increasing the number of cells as well as increasing the cell size. This is known as a growth. And growth is very essential component of microbial functions because bacteria has a limited lifespan. And different bacteria has a different time period to get next generation. If we take an example of mycobacterium tuberculosis, it need 24 hours to get next generation. And that if we take an example of mycobacterium leprae, it needs 24 days to get next generation. And bacteria has a 4 phases to grow in their life cycle. That is a lag phase, log phase or logarithm phase, stationary phase, and death phase or decline phase. If we inoculating the bacteria into the media, first it will be going to enter into the lag phase. In lag phase, that bacteria will be going to check that whether these nutrients are suitable for it or not. It will check and it will slowly enter into the next phase, that is the logarithm phase. In logarithm phase, this is a primary metabolites to the bacteria. In this phase, that bacteria will be going to use these nutrients for its growth, and it will form the colonies in Petri plate, and it will slowly enter into the next phase, that is a stationary phase. In stationary phase, this is a secondary metabolites to the bacteria, and in this phase, that bacteria will not multiply, only it will increase their cell size. And in this phase itself, that bacteria will be going to have a resistance power, virulent capacity it will be going to increase. If that bacteria is spores forms bacteria, that bacteria will be going to form spores. And next it will be enter into the last phase, that is the death phase. In death phase, there is no more nutrients for its growth, so bacteria will be going to die. And there are different types of cultures we have in to bacteria. Those are three different types of cultures are there. That is the first one, batch culture, continuous culture, and synchronous culture. In batch culture, how much the bacteria cells are present in the medium, that is considered as a batch. This is known as a batch culture. In batch culture, we are not supplying any nutrients, new nutrients to the bacteria. Only how much we are giving that first media, how much we are giving nutrients to that first media, that in that only that bacteria has to grow, and it has to complete its total life cycle in that media itself. And next one is continuous culture. Continuously we are going to add nutrients to that media, and continuously we are removing the end products from it. It is known as continuous culture. In continuous culture, that bacteria will be going to be in stationary phase, and first phase, that is a batch. In that bacteria will be going to have 4 phases, but in continuous culture, only bacteria will be going to get first 3 phases. It will not enter into the death phase because in we are giving continuously nutrients to that. And next one, synchronous culture. In synchronous culture, that bacteria has to, that total bacteria which are present in the medium, the total bacteria cells has to be in one stage itself. That is known as synchronous culture. Synchronous culture, by physical separation, filtration, or allowing the nutrients to that media, and by this we will be get synchronous culture. I will give an example of synchronous culture. That is UKG, LKG, and first standard students are equal, but we compare to the first standard student compared to 10th standard student, there is a difference between them. So in synchronous culture, all bacteria has to be in same size. Jai Hind ma'am, thank you.